Most people don't notice circulation problems all at once. It usually starts quietly. Feet that feel cold even indoors, ankles that swell by the evening, legs that feel heavy, tired, or a little unsteady on stairs. At first, it's easy to ignore. You're told that it's normal aging, or that you just need to move a bit more. So you walk, you stay active, you do what you're supposed to do, yet something still feels off, like your legs never quite feel refreshed or strong. That frustration is common, and it's not because you're doing something wrong. That's because circulation after 60 isn't just about movement. It's about which muscles are doing the work, and whether they're being asked to work long enough to actually move blood where it needs to go. Your body relies on a built-in pumping system in the legs to move blood back up to the heart. This system depends heavily on muscle contractions, especially in the calves and thighs. When those muscles weaken or stop engaging fully, blood begins to pool in the feet and lower legs. Over time, this can affect balance, slow your healing, reduce confidence, and chip away at independence. The good news is that this system doesn't just shut down with age. It simply becomes underused, and underused systems can be reawakened. Let's start with a powerful but often overlooked exercise, the lying leg lifts. This movement removes the challenge of standing and balance, allowing your body to focus purely on muscle activation and blood flow. For many people over 60, lying exercises feel safer, more controlled, and easier to perform consistently, which makes them incredibly valuable. When you lie down and lift your legs, gravity becomes an ally instead of an obstacle. Blood doesn't have to fight its way upward as aggressively, which gives your circulation system a chance to reset and move more efficiently. At the same time, the muscles of the hips, thighs, and the lower core engage to stabilize the leg. These muscles help compress large blood vessels in the upper back, encouraging smoother return flow back toward the heart. Over time, this can reduce the heavy, full feeling in the legs, making standing and walking feel easier afterward. For this exercise, lie flat on your back on a firm surface, such as a floor or a bed. Bend one knee and place that foot flat on the surface for support. Keep the other leg straight, tighten your thigh, and gently lift the straight leg until it's about 12 to 18 inches off of the ground, keeping your toes pointed upward and your core lightly engaged. Hold the lift for 1 to 2 seconds, then lower the leg slowly with control. Repeat this 10 to 15 times, then switch legs, or do them one after the other. Move slowly and focus on control rather than height. If lifting the leg straight is a challenge at first, slightly bending the knee is perfectly fine as well. As strength improves, you can extend the hold at the top or add a light ankle weight for a little extra challenge. Next, let's focus on the calves, the true workhorses of circulation. Standing calf pump holds, or calf raises, are one of the most effective circulation exercises ever prescribed, yet many people just never do them. When you raise onto the balls of your feet and hold that position, your calf muscle squeezes deep veins in the lower leg, creating pressure that pushes blood upward against gravity. That hold is crucial. It keeps the pump engaged long enough to overcome sluggish blood flow, weakened veins, and long periods of standing. To perform this movement, stand behind a chair or at a countertop and lightly hold for balance. Place your feet hip-width apart. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Hold that top position for 3 to 5 seconds while breathing normally, then lower your heels back to the floor. Start with about 8 to 10 repetitions and gradually build up as you feel stronger. Unlike walking, which often rushes through this phase, calf pump holds force the muscles to stay active. Over time, this leads to reduced swelling, warmer feet, improved endurance, and greater balance confidence. It's low impact, joint-friendly, and incredibly effective because it targets the exact system responsible for leg circulation. Before standing work feels comfortable, however, the pump often needs to be awakened, especially for those who spend a lot of time seated. That's where ankle pumps come in. While seated, simply lifting the toes and then pressing through the ball of the foot activates the calves gently but effectively. This movement sends a clear message to the body: circulation is needed here. It's especially helpful during long periods of sitting, such as watching TV, reading, or riding in a car. To do ankle pumps, simply sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Lift your toes toward your shins while keeping your heels down. Then press your toes into the floor and lift your heels, like gently pressing a gas pedal. Move slowly and with control. Do 20 to 30 repetitions, 1 to 3 times per day. Ankle pumps may be small, but they are foundational. They keep the circulation system from falling asleep during long periods of sitting and are often the first step towards restoring healthy blood flow. Now let's move higher up on the leg, where circulation slows for a different reason: muscle weakness. Seated leg extensions are going to target the thighs and hip flexors, muscles that play a major role in both movement and blood return. These muscles help compress large veins in the upper leg, assisting with blood flow back toward the heart. As people age, steps tend to shorten and soften, meaning these muscles rarely contract fully during walking. Over time, that leads to stiffness, fatigue, and difficulty with everyday movements like standing up or simply climbing stairs. To perform seated leg extensions, sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back against the seat. Keep one foot flat on the floor. Slowly lift the other leg straight out in front of you, keeping the knee as straight as comfortable. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then lower with control. Repeat this 10 to 15 times on each leg. As strength improves, light ankle weights or resistant bands can be added, or try using the leg extension machine at your local gym. Strengthening the thighs restores more than just muscle. It restores your confidence. When these muscles engage properly, walking feels easier, posture improves, and circulation throughout the entire leg becomes more efficient. And finally, we have the simplest of all, just simply walking. Walking still deserves a place in the conversation about leg circulation, just perhaps not the entire spotlight. When done thoughtfully, walking can support blood flow, joint health, and overall mobility. The key is understanding what walking does well and what it doesn't do on its own. Walking encourages rhythmic movement of the legs, which gently assists blood flow and helps prevent stiffness from long periods of sitting. It also keeps joints lubricated, supports cardiovascular health, and maintains confidence in daily movement. For many older adults, walking is the most accessible form of exercise, and accessibility matters. A movement you enjoy and do consistently will always outperform a perfect routine you never touch. However, walking works the best as a supporting player, just not the main solution. As we age, stride naturally shortens and push-off strength decreases. That means the calf muscles, the primary drivers of blood return from the lower legs, often are not contracting strongly or long enough during a typical walk. Without that strong push and brief hold at the top of each step, the calf pump truly never engages. This is why many people walk every day and still experience the cold feet, swelling, or heavy legs. It's not that walking is useless, it's that it's incomplete. Walking moves the legs, but it doesn't always train them. When walking is paired with the exercises we discussed in this video, its benefits increase dramatically. Stronger calves improve push-off with every step. More active thigh muscles make walking feel easier and more stable. and better balance reduces fear and hesitation, allowing for a more confident stride. Suddenly, walking becomes smoother, safer, and more effective. Together, these movements rebuild the circulation system from the ground up. They wake up the muscles that act as your second heart, improving blood flow and strengthening the foundation of balance and mobility. None of them require a gym. None of them require speed or intensity. What they require is just consistency. Aging doesn't automatically cause decline, underuse does. When muscles stop being asked to work, circulation slows. When circulation slows, confidence fades. But when you reintroduce purposeful movement, even gently, the body responds. Remember, your legs are still capable. Your circulation is still adaptable, and it's never too late to remind your body how strong it truly can be. If you enjoy our content, be sure to check out our other videos like this one here, and hit the like button and subscribe for more content on fitness and health as we age. Cheers.